It's Ed. Thank you for watching our series on Voices of Innovation Payer Edition. As you know, Voice of Innovation is a book series, and we cover a lot of different topics that are super important. And we decided to cover payers. And the book comes out in July of 2024. So we're doing some videos, and so you can meet the authors. And so the book will look just like this because it'll be all about payers. And so, Arvind, I want to thank you for being part of the book and welcome to our show. And please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Ed, and pleasure to talk to you once again. I'm Arvind Sivaramakrishnan, and I'm the Chief Information Officer with Karkinos Healthcare. We are oncology, precision oncology, genomics organization into precision cancer care, and we are based out of India, and we have some operations now out of India.
Yeah, and in the show notes, I'm going to put a link. Well, you've been on our show before for our podcast, and your CEO was on one of our Ed Talks, and it was just amazing the different things that you all do. So I'll really encourage everyone who's watching this to go check out those previous recordings because it's really, really interesting what you all do. Can you describe briefly, Arvind, what you wrote about, what your essay is?
Sure. So our whole mission is about distributed oncology care. And this we do in what we call the D model. The first D standing for detection, the second for diagnostic, the third D for delivery, which includes patient navigation, and the fourth D for discovery. And when you couple all these together, you look at precision oncology, detecting oncology, seeing disease patterns early, using precision oncology, genomics, molecular biology to detect. That means speed to diagnosis, that means speed to a care pathway, and delivery mechanism where we are able to bring the care closest to the home of the patient and thereby having a very distributed environment digitally connected so that the patient is not lost. At the same time, the provider is able to actually get to the patient as close to his point of residence as possible. This in simple terms means one, speed to delivery. The second, in terms of ensuring that care is provided where it is required and as quickly as it's required. Interventions can be, and bringing digital together through tumor boards, molecular tumor boards, you have the best of experts irrespective of geography providing care to the patient. In simple terms, with digital, we have created capacity where capacity in physical format does not exist. The total cost of ownership of treatment comes down. The ability to have advanced science, medicine, and technology coupled together through the vehicle of digital can be delivered to the patient and thereby ensuring good outcomes, clinical outcomes, including return to high quality of life. So all this on the vehicle of technology encapsulated with the aura and the humility of service and the realistic aspect of actually providing speed to delivery and speed to good outcomes is what we've covered in this essay, and we hope that we'll be able to genuinely touch our patients with these outcomes too.
Yeah, I'm just smiling because I do know the background, because we've spoken a couple times before. It is truly amazing. That's why we're so happy to be in an innovation book on the payer side, because especially in the United States, when we talk a lot about value-based care, this is the solution, and you're doing it at scale over in India and expanding elsewhere. And so it's a tremendous piece of work. So that's why I was so happy to include it in a Voice of Innovation. Arvind, as always, thank you so much for all you're doing. You've been a pioneer for a long time with Apollo and other places, and certainly your CEO and others as part of your organization. It's just amazing people. So thank you so much for being part of Voices of Innovation.
Thank you, and have absolute pleasure to talk to you on behalf of Karkinos and our CEO, Dr. Venkatraman.
All right, that wraps up this edition of Meet the Authors for Voices of Innovation Payer Edition.